Hey, what's up? We're going to call this the carpet job from hell. Okay, first of all, a lot of people hire contractors, they rehab their houses, they buy a house and they move in, or the contractor leaves, like, oh my God, look at this mess. So yes, if it's a real estate transaction, you know what? You need to write a report on it, and of course, if the realtor sold you this house and you find out that it was a shoddy job, and the carpet, this particular case, carpet was just one of the 20 things. We're just going to do the carpet one on this video, okay? But you can always go after the realtor. They made 7%, man, figure it out, at least 3%. And if they know they don't want to hire their lawyers and all that, they may want to work out a deal with you and, work it out. Maybe you can work out with the realtor. And of course, if your home inspector works for the realtor, he's going to say, oh, this is a nice job, whatever. If it's his fault, which a lot of times it is, he should at least warn you. Then, they have insurance too, and usually the home inspectors, insurance companies will make them pay $2,000 up front. So before they do anything, so they're out of $2,000 no matter what, whether you take in the court or not. So you cut a deal and say, hey, here's a deal. We're going to court. Or you want to just give me, I know you're going to put up $2,000. I want your 1,800. I'll sign a release, get out of my life. Then go to the realtor, get some money out of them. And then if you can, then you go after the contractor. And then that's a whole other issue. So if you try to go to the big court system, I'm not a lawyer, but I've been in, these things could last years, and before you know it, the lawyers are making all kind of money. They'll do this new discovery, and they won't show up, and this guy won't show up. They got depositions. I mean, it's crazy for a little, even if 30,000, 40,000 bucks, not worth it. And so if you go to small claims court, you can show up with some photos, maybe a small expert, a home inspector, or you can maybe even hire somebody like me, send me photos, we write a report, you take it to the judge, and we explain on the report. I do have a service called Clevelandmarko with a question for $29. We'll solve your house problems and talk to you and what you can do. I've been doing this for 40 years. Also, please rate, subscribe. Now let's talk about this carpet job. So this was the carpet job. And you're looking at, when you see the trim work like that over there, you got to really think about what's going on here. And so look at this carpet job. Hold on. There you go. So you're walking on the floor and you realize it kind of feels bumpy. And, you move your feet back and forth. The home inspector should have found this. And you feel it and you realize the guy ran out of padding. He didn't put the padding down on the ends, figuring you won't know. Yeah, we lift it up because we're looking in the closet now. So we're there as an expert. We're taking photos, and the guy didn't put padding everywhere. He spliced it in like he came from another job and he had leftover padding and he put it underneath. He wasn't a carpet guy. Okay, and then you look at this splice. Here, look at that. I mean, that's not even like did he use remnants to do this? I mean, did he know how to cut it? When you cut carpet, you gotta splice it in the same direction. You can't, if you flip it 90 degrees, it's not gonna be the same carpet because the way they make the carpet, it has to be in the same direction. Otherwise, it's gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Okay, and then if you don't even know how to do the cut and you don't have the proper gluing techniques, you get this nightmare, and that's a nightmare. Okay, look at this. What's that? I mean, this guy had no clue how to splice carpets. I mean, really? The brand new carpet looks like this? This kind of case isn't even to fix the carpet. You got to pay a lot of money to take this one out, a lot of money to prep it up again, and a lot of money to put new carpet down. So this is going to cost probably at least 1.5 times the original cost. So, hopefully you can get $10,000 out of a mayor's court, okay? And those are a lot easier. You get in quicker, you get it over with. A lot of things. I notice I've been doing this for 40 years, and some of you people get so crazy with these lawsuits, and it becomes part of your life. It takes over your life, your whole life. It's like it's disrupted from this thing, and it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Like I said earlier, go get the home inspector. He's always got to put up $2,000 for a lawsuit. Knock on his door and say, "You want to go to court? Give me 1,800 right now. I'll sign a release. Get his money." It's not a lot. But you won't have to deal with him. You won't have to, depo him and pay him for a depo and pay his lawyer for a depo. And then the realtor for sure, especially if they refer to inspector, man. You get the realtor and both agents in there and say, and show them this is going to be $100,000 lawsuit. We're going to go to town. I don't care. I'm going to do this till I die. They're going to want to work out a deal with you. And then get some of your change, and then do a little report and go after the contractor. And hopefully he was bonded and insured. He probably didn't pull any permits. But this is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Look at that. So he spliced in little pieces. Can you believe that they try to pull this off? This is a city rehab. Those are the worst ones. The ones in the cities where they get the houses for 20 grand and then they try to sell them to you for 120 in Cleveland. Oh, and man, you people from the West Coast, this is what you're buying, man. You don't even come. You guys from the West Coast don't even show up. You don't even get them inspected. You buy because the numbers work, dude. Those realtors are bamboozling you. They're bamboozling you. Sure, the numbers work. They look great on paper. But you got to come, man. You got to fly in. You got to look at this stuff. Go look at 10, 15 of them, pick out the best one. By the way, don't even fly in until you watch a ton of my videos or somebody else's videos so you know what you're looking for. And you better know your neighborhoods, too. Some of you guys are, I'm not saying certain neighborhoods are better than others, but neighborhoods make a big deal on pricing, too. You may be paying 120 grand in a neighborhood that should be going for 90, or you're paying 300 grand for a neighborhood that should be going for 200. Man, you got to do your homework. And I watch you guys crash and burn, man. You West Coast investors, you buy 9 houses, don't even go to them, and you expect somebody to manage them? Are you insane? You guys are nuts. Just because your house is $1 million don't mean you can go get 10 of these. It might be the worst nightmare of your life. You're going to be giving them up, walking away from, especially now with the lead laws. You better know your lead laws, because in Cleveland, you got to do lead clearance testing, man. You don't want to buy a house with wood windows and wood siding. Oh, unless you want to spend 50, 60 grand. Okay. Anyways, I always get off track here. Look at that. Look at the carpeting. Oh, let's just put some carpeting, fill in the hole. And of course, the final carpet shot. I mean, how do you not see that? Oh, it was the bottom step. So if you're walking in the room, you may have not seen this. Unless you got on your knees, like a home inspector should get on his knees to look at the floor, he would have seen this. Like, whoa, this is totally not acceptable. I mean, this is probably a tripping hazard. All kind of stuff going on here. So, hey, call Marco with a question. For $29, we'll solve your house problem if you need it. We also write reports for a little bit more money. You know, I do have some below. I have some links, Amazon links you can check into. Please rate, subscribe, and then hit the bell on the side for future videos. Thanks for coming on.